Tech and clips.
Yeah.
Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new on here, my name is Philip. This is Philiminizzyvlogs. Yes, today we are back checking out more performances from Emily Linge. She's performing A Bridge Over Troubled Water, originally by Simon and Garfunkel. It's a piano and voiceover by Emily Linge. You know, shout outs to Clint for suggesting that I check this one out. I mean, it's been long overdue, but I mean, finally here to actually listen to this one. So let's just do that and I'll share my honest thoughts about it. Let's go. Okay, sounds good. This sounds good, guys. Really, really good.
When you're weary, feeling small, when tears are in your eyes, I will dry them all.
Yeah.
I'm on your side. Oh, when times get rough and friends just can't be found, like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down like a bridge over troubled water.
Every time, guys. Every time. This song hits.
I will lay me down. When you're down and out, when you're on the street, when evening falls so hard, I will comfort you. I'll take your part. Oh, when darkness comes and pain is all around, like a bridge over troubled water,
Let's go.
I will lay me down like a bridge over troubled water. I will lay me down.
Whoa. Yeah.
Sail on, silver girl. Sail on by.
Sail on by.
Your time has come to shine. All your dreams are on their way. See how they shine. Oh, if you need a friend, I'm sailing right behind, like a bridge over troubled water. I will ease your mind, like a bridge over troubled water. I will
Yeah.
ease your mind.
Yeah, my favorite part. Definitely my favorite part, guys.
Your mind.
Wow. 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 She killed it. She went and she killed it. Beautiful performance, guys. I love this. Wow, guys, Emily Linge performing Bridge Over Troubled Water, Simon and Garfunkel piano and voice cover. Yeah. Shout out to Clint, by the way, for throwing this my way, guys. I mean, if you've heard this particular song by Simon and Garfunkel as many times as I have, you already carry a certain expectation into any cover. That original version is almost sacred at this point. I mean, it's huge, it's emotional, and I mean, vocally towering. So walking into this Emily Linge piano and voice take, I wasn't looking for her to match in that skill. I was actually looking for honesty. For the performance and the atmosphere, I loved it. I mean, what hit first is how stripped back and everything was. No orchestral swirl, no dramatic build up, just piano and voice. And honestly, I feel like that choice works in her favor. Instead of trying to recreate the grandeur of the original, she leans into something much more intimate and personal. The piano playing is steady, it's definitely supportive, not flashy. It gives her voice room to actually breathe, which is exactly what the song needs when you are not going for that massive gospel climax. For the vocals, guys, it hits different kind of emotion, I have to say. I feel like with the vocals, I mean, it is where the biggest shifts happens. I mean, when Art Garfunkel sings this, I feel like it felt almost larger than life, like a voice in the sense to actually comfort the world. And Emily doesn't go there. She didn't even try. I mean, instead, she delivered something that felt closer, that felt softer and more human skill. Her tone has a it has a gentle clarity to it. I love the fact that she doesn't oversing, and she doesn't push for power. That isn't natural to her voice. Some listeners might miss that souring, spine tingling peak from the original, but I actually respect that she avoids forcing it. She stays in her lane, and to me that restraint definitely keeps the performance authentic rather than imitative. There are moments where you can hear a bit of youthful softness in her control, especially in transitions, but I feel like it doesn't take away from the performance, and if anything definitely adds a kind of vulnerability that to me fits the song's message. For the interpretation, guys, this isn't a bold reinterpretation in my opinion. It's more of a faithful heartfelt sort of tribute, and I think that's intentional. After hearing the original 1,000 times, what stood out to me is that Emily doesn't try to compete with it. I mean, she respects the DNA of the song, the melody, the pacing, the emotional core, and simply presents it through her own lens. That said, if you are looking for a radically different arrangement of a dramatic twist, you won't find it here. That's for damn sure. I mean, this is more about connection than reinvention. So for my final thoughts, coming from someone who knows every rise and fall of the original, this cover feels like sitting in a quiet room and hearing the song all over again, without a spotlight, without a grandeur. I mean, it may not hit the same overwhelming emotional heights as Simon and Garfunkel's version, but it doesn't need to be. I mean, what Emily Linge delivered to me is something simpler, something sincere and genuinely moving in its own way. And sometimes with a song this legendary, not trying to outdo it, is exactly what makes a cover work. Yeah, I'll give it a hard 9 out of 10. That's just me. Let me know, guys. Let me know what you think about this performance. Do you think she killed it? Please share your thoughts down in the comment section. And shout out to Clint for always supporting me, always throwing me all these beautiful performances from Emily Linge. Yeah, guys, just in case you want to support me, just in case you want to support the channel, you can buy me a coffee, you can join my Patreon, all of the good stuff. Name is Philip, and also the next music reaction. Take care, stay safe, peace out.